Listen to me. Each and everyone will get taken care of. Tuesday, come to the constituency office and I make it my utmost best to deal with everyone in a particular matter. And I resort to no end. I am going to see about you, even the yous that are not here today. I make it my duty. Give me that chance, and I promise the poverty out of the game. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Minister Joe.
I hear the youth simmer balling out. Another one gone again. Mama, she is crying out. Yeah. Another one gone again. Pooper on the corner of balling out. Another one gone again. Every day the people out. Another one gone again. So watch how you are walking, now you're dark. Can't trust somebody, them will stab you in your back. They come up in a pile and a stack. Dress up in a sheep clothing, them a wolf for eat your flock. Try stay on the...
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome to the Street 919 FM. Gotta thank Judah Davy and Mr. Ruka for locking it down in the Juju Love Show.
We can't walk the streets no more with a piece of mind.
I'm your host, Heavy, and I'm going to take you from 5 p.m. up until 7 p.m. this evening. And today, I have a... Wow.
I hear the youth simmer balling out. Another one gone again. Mama, she is crying.
First thing that must say, today, like any other day, but I feel today, some of you may hate me today. If you ain't hate me already, you go hate me today. So if you are listening with party ears, political party ears that is, and your political party hat, you could go right ahead and change the radio station because your heart going to hurt you today. So in order for your heart not to hurt you, please change the station. Right? Listen something else this evening. Put on some music on your phone, watch YouTube, watch TikTok, go on Facebook, go on WhatsApp, watch some statuses or something. For the next hour or so, right? I had said I was coming here today to talk about the development that is taking place currently right now with BRICS in South Africa. But I will have to put that on the back burner today because my country of Trinidad and Tobago is more important. And it would be remiss of me as a patriot of Trinidad and Tobago to not come here and talk about front-burning issues. Me being a lover of my country and my countrymen, it will be remiss of me not to come here and talk about something that is so heart-wrenching. And it's so sad that nobody else is talking about it in media. It's so sad. For those of you who don't know, for those of you who was living under a rock or burying their heads in the sand like ostriches, or fail to understand or open their eyes because they have on blinders like horses on a racetrack, when we will stop? When will it end? When are we going to say enough is enough in Trinidad and Tobago? When? Tell me. 16 murders in 48 hours. 16 murders in 48 hours. In case you was opening your fridge door and you didn't hear me, 16, that's 16 murders in 48 hours in Trinidad, in our country. Come on, come on, come on. And you all don't care. No one talking about it. "16 lives lost in 48 hours in our country." We have a war here? Is a war going on in Trinidad? Not here to be a war zone. Nobody is talking about that. Nah. Nah. We have just broken record in murders in Trinidad and Tobago. And everybody want to brush it under the carpet. Push it under the carpet. Yes, push it, keep pushing it under. Just so the carpet is going to have enough room for all this dirt, you know. Yeah, keep pushing it. But one day they clean out under that carpet, you know. One day they raise up that carpet, all the sweeping it under the carpet. One day they raise up that carpet because it go pile up so high. You wouldn't even be able to see the carpet. You're not even hearing a press conference. Not even a press conference. At least come on, mama guy, we a little bit now. At least come up with some kind of plan, some kind of something, man. Where's the Commissioner of Police? Where's the Minister of National Security? Where's our Prime Minister? No, all they go hate me, no. All they had to hate me this evening. And you know why all they had to hate me this evening? Because all the same Prime Minister, when he was in opposition, said, if a government come into office and try to put crime or blame crime on another government, they have no right to be in office. Now he is in office, and we have the highest murder rate ever was in Trinidad and Tobago. The highest of all time. Record breaking. And all of us, almost most of us, are quiet. And you know why all are quiet? Because my party in power, if I talk about it, it gonna make them look bad. So you care more about your party than human life. You don't care if 20 people dead in 48 hours, if 50 people dead in 48 hours, if 100 people dead in 48 hours. So, you know what that makes you? No, let me tell you something. I don't know what everybody has said, but I tell them about me. I cannot come here as a right-thinking citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, sit down behind this mic, knowing what I know, that on the news, 16 people dead in 48 hours. News, eh? I'm come here to talk about Kamala, Gary Griffith, Jack Warner, who else? Munidal, Philip, how? I have to live here. Jesus, Lord. You know, ask yourself this question. For those of who supporting the party, if Kamala and the UNC was in government right now, with this murder rate and this crime rate, you all want to be ringing down this radio station. You all want to be in the streets protesting all about the savannah, dragging a mannequin and she through the road, saying time for she to go. Kamala must go. We children dying, the youths and them dying in the streets. Yes, you all want to be doing that. You all want to be calling here and bombarding these radio stations. 16 murders in 2 days. Nah, she had to go. They have no plan. They have no this. They have no that. They mashing up the country. They have no plan for no crime. Waste that time, them Kamala and them is. Or they would be doing that, you know. Or they be in front of the parliament in a little numbers, cussing. Kamala must go. But where it is now? The woman in their house. And nothing to see. Not a word. You know what that makes you? It starts with an H and it ends with an E. Hypocrite. Hypocrites. Oh, ye hypocrites. How they call them in the Bible? Hypocrites. Because all they only love other country. when the party in power. I don't care who vexed me today. The kind of stupid, backyard, dumb, unintellectual excuses is being made for this crime situation, this murder situation in our country. It's like you teaching somebody about rocket science and them telling you about ABC and 1, 2, 3 kindergarten. You telling me when I mentioned to you that 16 people dead in 48 hours in Trinidad and Tobago, and you want to tell me what is happening all over the world? No, it's not. You want to tell me, like heavy, you want Rowdy to go out there with, and in all over the place and try to stop crime before it happens? No, I don't. What stupidness you talking? But if it was Kamala power there, oh God, tongue would have burned down. Hypocrites. If it fall in your garden, is a hypocrite. Because you cannot make wrong right to suit you. There's wrong and there's right. There's no wrong is right when it's your party and when somebody else is wrong. Wrong can be wrong when it's not your party and when it's somebody else's party, it's wrong. Wrong is wrong. And you with your big elderly, how much years you on this planet? Right thinking, if you're right thinking, supposed to know wrong is wrong and right is right. And what is happening today is wrong. Stop making excuses for it. Stop it. Man up. Don't wait till it reaches your house. Don't wait till one of these 16 people is your family members. God forbid. Don't wait till the chickens come home to roost. And you have to be on TV camera or on social media bawling and crying because it's one of your family members that got murdered innocently. It's time we come together and stop this division and this tit for tat and who in power and protecting your party because you're in power and you don't want them to look bad. And come out and let me come up with a solution. Except casting blame on everybody else. They have the resources, they have the manpower, they have the army, the Coast Guard, and the police service. They can go and get experts and pay them to come up with a solution. Yes, they can put things in place. Not throw your hands up in the air and say, let me go to church and pray. Like what the commissioner of police saying, let me go in the church and pray. We gotta pray, only God can fix this. And I am saying there are people out here who know how to fix the situation. It's not unfixable. It's just the people who in authority don't want to fix it. And you have to ask the question, why? Yeah, now this hot to me this evening. This hot to me. I could not even function properly today, you know. I don't know who need to hear this, eh? While we quarreling about car and airline and who gets stranded, while we celebrating some street in dirty America, Queens name after we country, why we celebrating that? 16 of our citizens was murdered in 48 hours. That's approximately 8 persons a day. And we are so quiet. Like we get sensitized to murders. Like somebody that, okay, and go about with it. Oh, somebody that, how much that today? 3? Okay. Nothing, like nothing. Like nothing. That will we reach you. No. Let me blame Kamala. Yeah, they blame she. Yeah, it had crime under she too, you know. It had murders under she too, you know. She didn't do nothing to fix it neither, you know. But the reason why you vote she out and you vote in the PNM is for them to fix it. So like none of them don't want to fix it. So you vote out somebody who was doing crap and couldn't fix the problem of crime, to put in somebody who you say could fix the problem of crime, and it gets worse. And then you're not saying nothing. Or you still want to blame the person who you take out. And the reason, the stupid reason for all the murders in the country is, well, it's happening all over the world. Oh, Lord, Father. When somebody say that, I just get so mad. I just say, way, the level of common sense ain't too common, huh? It ain't too common for you to make a statement like that. Like you know what you said. You just repeating you hearing. Yeah, you're a repeater. You hear somebody say that, and you find it sound good, so you repeating it. Yeah. Hey, girl, you know, 16 people there today. What is happening all over the world, you know? If you know how that is irk me when I hear somebody say that crap. Because it's not happening all over the world. We are 6th on the highest murder rates in the world. 6th. Well, I feel after these 2 days, we jump up to 5. Out of 100 and something countries. So I'm to the country and them who way down in 88 and 99 and 103 and all the countries is 70 something and all kind of thing in murder rate. Them it happening in them country. Think about where it's saying that. When they say happening all over the world, the country, if we is number 6 right now, I only have 5 other countries more murder than we. Per population. The countries and them were way down in 199 and 88 and 85 and all them countries there. It happening in them country too. The countries were about 25 and 30 and 35 and 40 in murder rate down there, 50 something and them numbers down there, who 50 and when I say in the whole 100 and something countries in the world. What are you trying to tell me? It's not happening all over the world. So stop saying that and using that as an excuse for the incompetence of what we have here for leadership and governance. We have children that's home for summer that's home for vacation, August vacation. And we are afraid to even send them to the parlor to buy a sweetie. Fred! First, you don't want your children going to the parlor. The parlor doesn't have children coming every day to buy nothing. Tanti parlor in the neighborhood, right? Them children coming to buy nothing there because mommy and daddy not sending you out in the road. They're not sending you. They're free. I'll go to the supermarket and when I pass, I go pick up a pack of sweetie and they go suck that inside. Children not in the road, not in the savannah, not on no way playing football, as vacation, riding bike and flying kite and pitching marble. And you know how we used to play long time? We used to out, we leave in we house 7 o'clock in the morning when we done eat for breakfast. And we not coming back home till 3 o'clock in the evening or 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. We mother be calling we because it getting dark. Picking mango, flying kite, going and get plum, going and get this. Children don't have that again. Stay inside. And you know why? Because we're scared. We rather put TV and buy video games for them and let them buy phones and tablets for them to stay inside. Play inside. You don't even want to play in the yard if you have a yard. Stay inside. School, home, inside. That will we reach to. You and all even want to be outside in the night. This is what we reach to in Trinidad and Tobago. Work, home, inside. And this is what you want us to accept. With no change.
Oh, what a crime. We can't walk the streets no more with a peace of mind.
Tell them, Ziggy.
Cause your own best friend could have broke out and a leak out your spine. Where should we turn? The government don't hear we so innocent skins we burn. Oh, what a life. No more love things that nice, no. I hear the youth simmer balling out. Another one gone again.
Another one gone again. This was sung in 2012. In 2023. Almost 11 years after. And we can't say another one gone again. We have to say another 8 gone again or another 16 gone again. You have to sing over that song. Sad. You should be ashamed to call yourself a Trinidadian because you're accepting this. You're accepting this. We accepting this. I really hear Brother David Mohammed said on his show that we are programmed to take punishment, you know. We are so obedient slaves in Trinidad and Tobago. We programmed to take punishment and oppression, and don't say nothing. We're going for a break. When we come back, I'm going to take some calls. Keep it locked.
Another one gone again.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.
For a new on-the-go experience in radio, simply go to your Android device and download Instant Radio. Select Trinidad and Tobago and click the street 919 FM so you can listen to us wherever you want. Catch all your favorite shows live on Instagram.
We're live on Instagram.
The Street 919 FM. What are you waiting for? Go check us out on Instagram today.
Join the winning team with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. to 12 noon and every Wednesday night from 7:05 p.m. to 8 p.m. live on the street 919 FM as he talks about Lviv, the power of 5 fruits, one of the most powerful antioxidant supplements on the market today. The 5 superfruits in Lviv are mangosteen, acai, pomegranate, goji, and nuni. These fruits have a positive and profound impact on human health performance and disease. Join him as he gives live testimonials of the Lviv healing powers. To get more information, you can contact Pastor Alkaline John at 516-286-7079 or you can visit his webpage at www.alkalinejohn.com. Remember, every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. and Wednesday at 7:05 p.m. live on the street 919 FM.
Conscious Talk, where we are at and where we are going. After a storm, there is a calm. Where there is darkness, light follows. Where there is evil, good overcometh. It's Conscious Talk with Steve Antoine. Every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. It's Conscious Talk. Conscious Talk. Talk.
This is the voice of Tuesday, Seventh-day Adventist. We are preaching Emergency Alert broadcast, which is from the Tuesday, Seventh-day Adventist Church. We will be featuring voices of brethren from different parts of the world, preaching the gospel, preaching prophecy as it relates to current events and the ending of the world. Listen to us on 91.9 FM every Sunday from 9:05 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Sundays. May God bless you as you learn the truth. In Jesus' name, amen.
Make your moves with us and you can win more rewards in the Magna Java Extravaganza. Each time you use your Scotiabank Magna MasterCard for purchases of $500 or more, you're automatically entered for a chance to win. 45 customers will win 2,500 Magna points, which can be redeemed instantly. Hold on, that's not all. One lucky winner will win 100,000 Magna points. Now that's rewarding. Make your moves with us. Use your Scotiabank Magna MasterCard for your chance to win in the Java Extravaganza. Get details on the Magna Rewards Trinidad Facebook page. Promo ends 31st August. Approved by the NLCB.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 125 to 186 Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna. For the program, Health and Healing, merging the old with the new, with Mr. Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on the Street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Another one down again. Poop around the corner in my darling boy. Another one down again. The people them are barrel. Another one down again. Oh, what a crime. We can't walk the streets no more with a peace of mind. Watch me behind. Cause your own best friend could have broke out and a leak out your spine. Where should we turn? The government don't hear we so innocent skin we burn. Oh, what a life. No more love things that I saw. I hear the youths them a balling, boy. Another one gone again. Mama, she's crying, oh. Another one gone again.
Yes, we are back. And as promised, I'm going to go to the phone lines. No, I have no time today, right, for defenders, right? I am talking on behalf of my country. If you like what's going on, right, do a call here. I'll continue off. If you like the fact that it has 16 murders in this country in 48 hours, right, and according to defend that, forget it. Right? Because this what's going on right now in this country bigger than any political party. Okay? So if you, as I said before the beginning of the show, if you listen with your political ears and your political heart, switch. And if you continue to listen, it's at your own risk. Right? Right. I don't have time to argue with nobody this evening on this. What I want to know is how we go down and fix this. How? Where's the plan? Where's the going forward? Tell me something that we could to make me feel okay, heavy. We could we trying this or we trying that. What it is have? What it have? What is the plan? We go to the phone lines. I see you guys there waiting with bated breath to come in. Good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon to you, Heavy Duty, and to all the listeners. Let me begin by saying I understand totally where you're coming from. A lot of persons refuse to understand, and it's really based on one fact, they have a political party to support. Some people might be in their feelings with you because a lot of times it seems like you might be wanting to offer back the nation, Kamala, but I hope that that is not the case with you when you put your issues forward to us. Now, let me move on by saying this, right? We have a lot of challenges in this nation. And when people want to down your comparison and highlight the fact that things happening all over the world, yes, things happening all over the world, but to what extent? And there are places where things are not just happening, things are being done about what's happening.
Correct.
And things are not allowed to continue to happen. You understand? Because the traveling public were not allowed to continue to just be reckless. There were things put in place, penalties to try to deter persons from breaching these traffic laws and whatnot.
Correct.
However, that is not the only place in Trinidad that we have issues. We have issues with politicians who continuously accusing each other, and the police service many times not getting involved to the extent that we would want them to get involved.
Yep.
And it is not the same case for the lower persons in society who are not holding all these positions. Police immediately get involved on an allegation, on somebody making a report that may not even be true. And police come out and activate. What I'm saying is, let me offer some solution, because I've been trying to reach the ears of the police service for the longest while. You see, the day we start to let police officers police the environment that they are living in, we will be doing a couple of things, right? Which is getting feedback from the officers and from the community as to how bad it is or how good it is. And if these officers able to really handle what's taking place in their own community instead of sending them somewhere else to work, it will also unearth the type of individual the officer is. And if it is you're in the community and you have gained respect, people will give you respect. And if you need a back-end to deal with whatever problem in the community, people wanting to get themselves involved in crime, the whole service ought to back you in that regard.
Yeah.
There was a time when Jack Warner was the Minister of National Security, and he had a handle on the crime situation in Laventille for almost over a month or whatever. Yeah. And then we started shuffling with Kamala, and then they move him. But the problem is, we continuously just throw everything out the window. Jack has found himself in a place where he is now a person where that you could really say has no character based on what you said about Kamala to this nation, and now you find yourself back there. But that doesn't mean what you did with leaving these soldiers 24/7 in what we call hotspots. And before they leave, somebody coming to relieve them, and yet the presence was felt in the communities that all you want to stand up on podium and call hotspot. What are we doing about it? Yes, the intervention of God is great, but what are we doing based on the fact that God gave us the dominion?
Correct.
What are we doing? You understand? We are just going to continuously follow these parties. You see, we really heavy in this country because of the poorness of the opposition and its leader and how they choose to represent us. We really hardly have room to pull up the socks of the PNM, you know, because the PNM is not perfect. But in my opinion, based on how they operate, they will always be a better choice than the UNC. A lot of people would like to say they're the same or they're not the same, but I just want to put this in there and clear up that, right?
All right,
they may not be the same, but there are categories, negative categories, I should say, that both parties can find themselves in.
Thank
right?
you, caller.
Let me just before I go ahead.
Real callers on the line waiting for you, eh?
All right, one, less than 20 seconds.
Yes.
Kamala, it appears that she is not intending to fall in any good category. But the fact will remain that both parties can be placed in categories that negatively affect this country. So whether people want to say there is the same or there is not the same, they could both fall in categories, if you look at it, that they're negatively affecting the country. I'll leave it there heavy. Thank you for allowing me.
Caller.
Yeah.
Good afternoon to you, Heavy.
Good afternoon.
And let me say good evening to my good friend Kunji in the political arena, and good evening to Trinidad and Tobago. And when we speak, we mustn't speak with tie-up tongues. Because Heavy, in this afternoon here, you did come and do an editorial on nation building and the UNC in power. Somebody will have called in, like the last caller, and say, I hope when I talk, you ain't talking for Rowley. And to me, who in the political arena understand that anybody do that, they carry a party hat.
Correct.
And they, yes, Heavy, they carry a party hat. And when you hear the contribution about Kamala and Jack Warner, you understand where they stand. Heavy, today, we Christian, you understand where they stand, Heavy. And I want to thank you. Thank you. And that is why King of Stock Blaita say Kingsley, defend Heavy. Go out and defend Heavy. I now understand why you tell me that. I now understand why many years and many people want you out of a radio. Because you bring issues where no talk show hosts in want to go at this time. Because Heavy, we see pictures with a minister energy have security by his door. We understand today that minister dropping a gun.
Not security, police officers.
Energy. Yeah, police officers. Police officers. Thanks for
not security guards, you know. Police officers from the TTPS.
And he also, Fox Heavy, he also have special branch. He also have special branch. The political leader of the opposition asked questions about that already. How a minister of energy could have special branch. He's the minister of energy. We also see Heavy, a minister, a former AG, children on the range, learning how to shoot, learning how to protect themselves, Heavy, learning how to have a chance to stay alive, Heavy. Why the Prime Minister in Barbados under Heavy special branch? Safe in Barbados. We are seeing they're killing like water in our pipe. That's running in our streets. And like Hines in care, like the Prime Minister in care, like the Commissioner in care, not even a press conference to give the country a surety that the police and the minister and the government is working hard to try to curb the crime. Heavy duty. Not even that. So when we want to point fingers of over 10 years ago, over 14 years ago, when Kamala was in power, because Dr. Rowling Power, 8 years, Kamala 13 years ago. 13 years ago, we want to blame Kamala for today. Still, 13 years
Let me
ago.
ask you a question, Kingsley.
My brother.
If, when Kamala called the state of emergency when she was in power, how much people that had died that particular day and she called a state of emergency? I'm trying to remember.
The country, I think it was, I can't remember the numbers, but it was
about
a
4
high,
or 5 people
it was
there.
a very high number. It was a very high number, and when they called the SOE, it was a space of we get some time to reflect before the country they open back out again, because it make an impact where guns was finding under the SOE. You know what I mean? People will say what they want and the other would carry that.
You see, because when they did that, all they hear from that is that they lock up 1,000 African people.
African people, yeah.
Right? But I was trying to remember the reason why they called it state of emergency. I think it had a triple murder and a double murder or something. I can't remember exactly.
It was, that day was like 15 to 16 murders. I can't remember the numbers, but it was like, wow.
There's 16 murders here in 48 hours is the highest we ever had.
Right, but it was something like 8 or 6. I cannot remember heavy, so I don't want to.
Okay, I thought you could remember.
I'll go. I will get the fact. But as I close, Effie, we as a nation, we could put away our political hat this afternoon here to just talk about country.
Correct.
Not to blame Jack Warner or go back with Kamala. The day that we have a government in power, we have to question the government about the policies, about the plans for crime and things, because they said they have no plan, and they're supposed to have a plan. Once a government have no plan for crime, it falls flat. When a government waiting for a police service to bring out a plan, to say, look the plan, and we see that at the same, praise God. So, Effie, again, I want to thank you for a program you've been doing for the last few days. I don't know how long, but it's a powerful program. It's a program worth building. It's a program worth strengthening the country and nation building, that where people could speak independent without getting attacked. And thank you very much. I wait to hear Alien Man. I wait to hear Alien Man, because if we are here, Alien Man, today, attacking this program this afternoon here.
All right.
Very much, God.
Thank you, Kingsley. Good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon to you, Heavy.
Good afternoon, Kunji.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Good afternoon to you, Kingsley. And good afternoon to the Beatum crew. Mova Defender, good afternoon. And Mr. Pina and all of you guys, good afternoon to all you. Heavy, I want to give 10 out of 10 for this program, because this is a nation building program. This is a program when human beings speak about the things that matters in life, and the things that humbug human being life. And it's not anybody just do that. Conscious-minded people just do them thing. Educated people just do them thing. And independent people just do those things. And I applaud you for those things. Your children reach far, and the people who are wrong you, they mightn't reach far in this country, but they will be knowledgeable. Because this country have all the resources to break you down, rather than to raise you up. And the last time we had this state of emergency was 4 persons get murdered.
Was 4?
4 persons get murdered. Yeah, it was 4.
Yeah.
Person get murdered. And it had a state of emergency. And the PNM callers and them calling and say, they're locking up 7,000 black people from Port of Spain over there.
7,000.
They don't like black people.
You call? 7,000.
No station, if you lock up 7,000 people in all the police station cells in Trinidad and Tobago, it even have room for them.
Not even the jail have room for that 7,000.
No, but I can understand what they say over there, because when you reach standard 7 and you finish school in standard 2 and you didn't pass common entrance and you reach in standard 6, you could song like that on the radio now.
When
But that doesn't really take them on,
they tell a lie long
because
enough, it becomes the truth. When they tell a lie over and over and over, it becomes the truth. You know that?
It becomes the truth for the under-knowledge and the irrelevant. That is where it becomes the truth. So I can't support that. And it's hard to know if senior citizens just call the radio station and do that. And let me tell you something, Ivy. You see, from from that coup it had, that state of emergency, to now it's 5,500 murders it had after that. You see that 7,000 people that they claim that will get locked up for the arm thing? Yeah. It's better, my brother,
they lock up.
Get locked up than my brother dead. You see, this guy, this radio guy who did opened up a health center, a abandoned health center, and opened up a school in that place over there.
That was
God Christopher. God Christopher?
Yes.
Eh?
He had opened a school. He had opened a school and over for the children, and they closed it down.
Yeah. You see, most of the youths and them who was going over there, who was 11 years, and the young girl was 12 years, and they was following up the classes and them.
Yeah.
You see all them children and them today?
Them is no,
mostly astray.
Yeah. Yeah.
With no attention from administration, authority, even those nasty callers and them got calling over here, give no support to them. And them call themselves human being. And we call the radio station and people like to listen to it. Dunsehead listens to you. Dunsehead, Standard 4 and Standard 5 listen to you. Knowledgeable people who went to school and educate themselves, not taking them crap. Not taking them crap. The program like this, which part people can educate themselves, people could know something, people could learn something. You shouldn't even allow them to call in. Election time done, and I just say, Franco, election time, I am a political thing. Election done for me. It had nothing with no UNC, it had nothing with no PNM. What we had to stand for and see wait now. It's 13 people get murdered this week alone. And this weekend alone.
Yeah, 16.
The weekend before, and the weekend before, and the weekend before. Why is this country spend, Alien Man, this is for you. Why is this country spend over $500 billion in 8 years' time? We have the most amount of murder, we have the most amount of poverty, we have the most amount of delinquency, we have the most amount of home invasion, and we give politicians most of our money. Them don't have a problem with black and black, and a white man build a big tower, and they make him finance minister. They go on quite foreign country, and they bring an Indian man, and they make, these black man and them and supporting nothing, and they make him attorney general. And them say, oh, we black. That is not black. That is irrelevant black. We have an ex-Indian man, local government minister, and they make millions of dollars. Millions of dollars, and all the black conscious with that. Thank you. Sorry for taking so long. Bye-bye.
Yeah. I know you get emotional, then you get deep in it, but I have plenty callers in line, and our break is coming up in 1 minute, so this caller, they have 1 minute. Caller.
Oh, man, I'll call back.
You got to call back here because you only have 1 minute and you go cut you off, right?
Yeah.
I'll take in calls as soon as you break down, you call, right? Okay, cool. People, before the break, I just want to say this. I am not here to vouch for no political party. I am here to talk about country. The reason why you may think I attacking your party because your party is in power and they have the power to change and the resources and all the tools they need to go and fix it. Right? So I cannot jump over them and go to the opposition or to whoever who don't have the power. All I need to understand, I cannot go jump over the people who have the money and the resources and go against and go behind somebody who can't do nothing.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Catch all your favorite shows live on Instagram.
We're live on Instagram.
The Street 919 FM. What are you waiting for? Go check us out on Instagram today.
Join the winning team with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. to 12 noon and every Wednesday night from 7:05 p.m. to 8 p.m. live on the street 919 FM as he talks about Lviv, the power of 5 fruits, one of the most powerful antioxidant supplements on the market today. The 5 superfruits in Lviv are mangosteen, acai, pomegranate, goji, and nuni. These fruits have a positive and profound impact on human health performance and disease. Join him as he gives live testimonials of the Lviv healing powers. To get more information, you can contact Pastor Alkaline John at 516-286-7079 or you can visit his webpage at www.alkalinejohn.com. Remember, every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. and Wednesday at 7:05 p.m. live on the street 919 FM.
The #1 bookstore in Trinidad is having the biggest back-to-school sale for the holidays.
Shop at Chairman's Bookstore for the biggest back-to-school sale.
All your kindergarten, preschool,
primary, secondary school,
and tertiary education supplies at ridiculously low prices. Chairman's also carries a wide range of sneakers, socks, t-shirts, vests for girls and boys,
and much more items for school. So don't miss Chairman's back-to-school sale.
Now on Eastern Main Road, San Juan, Tutapuna.
2 locations at Trin City Mall, ground level and first level. We're also open on Sundays from 8 a.m. Check us on Facebook for up-to-date info and promotions. Also, message us for a quick response.
For a new on-the-go experience in radio, simply go to your Android device and download Instant Radio. Select Trinidad and Tobago and click the street 919 FM so you can listen to us wherever you want.
Job Optimum Health and Wellness. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Get your Bioplasma Diagnostic Full Body Scan. Examines all of your organs in a single session. 95% accuracy. It's painless, non-invasive, and affordable. Call Pastor Job at 350-2628, 767-1031, or 275-6300. Sick and tired of being sick and tired? Get your Bioplasma Diagnostic Full Body Scan at Job Optimum Health and Wellness.
Join Pastor Kelvin Heinerine and friends for The Way, the Truth, the Life Radio Ministry, a Church of God ministry, live on the street 919 FM from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. This and every Sunday on the street 919 FM. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father except through me. John chapter 14, verse 6. For further information, contact 686-3845, 349-5178, or 342-7303.
Share the line. Share the line. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the line. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the line. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the line. The Street 919 FM.
Okay, so we are back. Let me go straight to the phone line because a lot of you waiting to call. Caller.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. As you was calling before, right?
Yeah, I called before the break, but...
Yeah, good. Go ahead.
On a minute. Anyhow, I listened to your show again. I hear anyway you're saying, believe me, I understand what you're saying because my not know each other personally, but from the same background, I don't see it. And I understand what you're saying, and it could get said. But I don't know why some people could only talk red and green in certain situations. I don't know why, but that's nothing. I come to the conclusion years ago that some people only talk red and green. What's your solution?
I'm going to do my solution in this hour. But I've taken some calls because it have a lot of calls. Right?
All right. Well, not something, because they say a picture. No, before I ask you a question, I'm not attacking you. I'm not a reference. Now, if you leave here right now and you're going home, you see a crime take place. You know the person who more or less committed the crime. The person see you, and he know you see him. Would you in turn drive to the mover station?
Will I do what? Drive straight to the mover station?
After you see that, yeah?
No.
No, you works, eh? The person, you see a crime
I see the crime happening. The person see me and I see them?
Yeah. Would you in turn turn around and drive to the station and give a report?
No.
Why would you do that?
Why won't I do that?
Mm-hmm.
Because my children need me in this life a little longer to make sure they get to finish school and all these things. I want to live to see my grandchildren.
That's the thing everybody is saying, and that's how crime keep on happening.
Right, but you see the reason
and
for
the
that.
Same, listen,
no, I have
the same reason we have a low detection rate.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is the difference with I seeing and going to the police station when a camera seeing the person face with everything broad and the same person with the camera pick up and the police see the whole person with the robbery taking place, right? Still back on the street and not even getting locked up. You're not even seeing a few moments later you see the person handcuffed.
The next thing with that, the whole entire listen, man,
so if people get robbed in broad daylight in camera and people have videotaped them and they see them on social media doing the robbery, and the police are locking them up.
I hear you.
Me?
I hear you. No, okay. You know, listen, man. Listen, man. I hear you. I would never attack you. That's why make sure that because that's why I have a window because
correct.
You have to blame all the lawyers so, because he can get locked up and next 2 days he get here.
Okay.
You have the lawyers.
Okay.
So that different show. Anyhow, I think I'm going to stand on the show. So I'll make peace.
I like to talk to you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Bless. Caller.
Oh, thank you, Heavy. Good evening.
Good evening.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Good. Give thanks. Give thanks. And I must say, I am so happy that you listened to David Mohammed's program. Did you hear when he had the guest, the young brother from Guyana? Did you hear that program?
Yes, I heard the program with the guy from Guyana.
Oh, yes. I'm glad that you
talking about his house and how it was and all that.
And what he was mostly expounding is doing for self. Start a business. Start however small. I mean, the whole thing about the Kwame Tourist Center and those brothers there is about black man getting up and doing for self, you know. But nonetheless, what I have to say is when the state of emergency was called with Kamla, I think it's because she said she got some death threats. It had nothing to do with how many people died. I think she said that she got some death threats and whatnot and then just start to lock up black man left, right, and center. And, I quote, find a reason why after. Added to which, they were locking them up in the center, wherever. It wasn't only in prisons they were putting them, you know. They just went out of their way to do that. And another thing, again, that was said that is not altogether true, that when she got voted out, it happened with crime and so on, for corruption. The blatant, never seen before corruption that was going on in Kamla's time, that is why she was voted out, my dear. Not for any other reason. And I must add, please, if you allow me, that last caller last Friday, when he spoke about putting a name and a face to the killings. And then I am at home here, and clearly I saw the picture. And then when you added, you put a picture of the person, and there's the same thoughts I had. Put a picture of the person, and that is going to help so much. Yeah. And another quick thing, that caller there that tells you how to run the show, he probably knows why he can tell you that you must cut off people and all of that. He probably knows why. He is saying that Kamla gave me my pension. Sometimes I wonder if how old he is, if he has a twin. Because one person can't be that stupid. He must be a twin. But quickly I would say, he said, Kamala gave me my pension. Let me let you know, please. My pension is given to me by the resources of my country, astutely done and well taken care of by the Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Dr. Keith Rowley, and his people. Kamala didn't give anybody pension. So please, don't be saying that. Thank you so much, my son. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Because I don't like to cut off callers and I respect you, I didn't cut you off because my show wasn't about all that pension thing, and most of the thing you talk about wasn't about what we were talking about. But you did mention the fact that put the pictures up of the criminals and the people who died, so the criminals can see that these people who were in the life of crime and is now dead, to deter other young people from going towards a life of crime. Caller.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good
caller.
afternoon, brother.
Yes, brother. I've almost forgot you on the line.
After all have been said and done, this is Tabakit.
Yes, Tabakit.
Let's get back to the editorial.
Thanks.
You're telling me 16 people would have lost their life.
In 48 hours.
And no amount of pension, no amount that this or that could bring them back.
Correct.
Let's get to this evening. And one of the things we must discuss, because people shifting the goalposts. And you can't shift the goalposts when people are losing their lives.
Correct.
Heavy duty, let me repeat this,
Correct.
We cannot shift the goalposts when people is losing their life. This is serious business. This is not running to the phone to hear yourself or protect somebody. Crime is crime. Brother Heavy Duty, let me say this. Trinidad and Tobago does not manufacture guns.
Nope.
Let me repeat this. Trinidad and Tobago does not manufacture guns. And I'm saying, since we do not manufacture guns, who is guarding the guard? This is real business. This is not here for somebody to call to throw off the program. Well, look, I'm going and call. No! It's people losing their lives.
Correct, Tabaki, correct.
Brother Heavy, let me face this thing. Somebody calling with some spin doctor business. Hello? No! This thing is real. You talking about blood saturating the ground. You talk 99.9% of the blood is fueling on the ground is African children.
Correct.
When all you're calling to tell me who giving you your pension, who is this, and who is the child father, hey, all you wake up. Heavy duty, don't let them take you down this road. It's either you talk crime, it's either you talk death, or you come with a solution.
Correct.
And my solution is quite simple. Let us look at the borders. Let us stop all these Venezuelans from coming in here immediately. Let me repeat this, People may not like to hear it. Close your border immediately. Let me tell you why. COVID had gone. And these people is desperate for food and money. And they're coming in. And when you have servicemen who is corrupt to the core, everybody taking bribe. And I'm saying, people, listen. I don't want to stay long. Let's get with the editorial. Let us call this evening to tell whosoever is in charge. This is not about UNCPNM, but this is people heavy the thing real.
Yes, Sabaki.
And when I hear people calling heavy duty, to talk about pension and this one and that one, or you miss the ball.
Miss the boat long time.
Because hear me, when you tell me 16 murders in 48 hours, hear me, people, that is mayhem and madness and murder.
Correct.
Close your border, all foreigners, heavy duty, as I take my leave. And hear me, brother, if they cannot speak to the editorial, don't ask any question, just take the button off.
All right.
Tabakit out.
Thank you, Tabakit. Thank you. Caller.
Heavy greetings.
Greetings.
Heavy, the reason the former Prime Minister called it state of emergency, 11 or 12 people got killed in Arima. That is why she called it state of emergency.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Dr. Rowley went to the U.S. and asked them to protect their borders from guns coming in the Caribbean and into Trinidad. Did you see Dr. Rowley went and talked to Maduro and tell Maduro to protect his borders from guns coming into Trinidad? No. And next thing, you mentioned it just now. The police and them catching people franco-men on camera.
Yeah?
Heavy duty.
Hold on a second.
And no arrest.
Hold on a second, caller. Go ahead, leave it there. Go ahead.
Yeah,
and no arrest, you ain't seen them in handcuffs. It's because they're not using the technology properly. And I'm wondering why, Heavy. I'm wondering why. Heavy, I will leave it here.
Thank you, leave it there. Yes, caller.
Yeah, heavy duty. Good afternoon.
I see you calling, so I'll just answer before you know.
Yeah, blessings, man. I would like to send out condolences to the family of the 16 people who lost their lives.
Thank you,
like
brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you for saying that. That is somebody's son, somebody's daughter, somebody's child, somebody's cousin, somebody.
Oh, yes.
You understand?
Oh, yes. It's not about red and yellow.
No, it's not
It's
about
nothing
that.
to do with red and yellow. It's about we being a people and we are having emotions. Right? What I like to say, my solution. I don't know if you could remember some years ago when we was talking about having boot camps.
Yes.
I don't know if you can remember that kind of conversation.
I remember that.
I think that will work. I think it will work in the sense that the youths and them right now, if you put them in a boot camp, you have soldiers right now and really doing nothing. And you can have them there. They're going to school there, waking up early in the morning, carrying them for a run, bringing them back, let them do the academic work, and they also learn a trade. And they give them a period of every 6 months. You understand? They could visit the parents, they come and visit them and everything. It's not a jail, you know.
No.
If you understand what I'm saying.
I understand.
I think these is solutions we need to try with them. You know what I mean? Instead of giving up on them. Because to me, all I hear, and imagine a program before yours. You know the conversation was how much vote Gary Griffith get, where Kamala do she giving guns to overthrow the country. And come on people. We is more than that. We is more than red and yellow. You dig?
All right, brother.
We're supposed to be caring people. Trinidadians are caring people, brother.
Thank you.
And we need to come out and show it. All these mothers are nobody in common. Me and nobody. Usually this man spark this conversation, you know.
Brother?
Nobody else, you know.
Nobody in talking this.
Nobody. As according to you, it will make red look bad. If yellow was in power, red would be getting on bad all now. You understand?
Yes, brother.
Anyway, good conversation and continue your good work as usual.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. I am telling you people, this is not about red and yellow. This is about human beings that are losing their lives by guns and bullets. And we are not hearing anybody in authority even come in and do a press conference and say, well, here what? We are working behind closed doors trying to come up with solutions to fix the problem. Caller.
Heavy.
Yes, brother.
I had to call you back. I heard one of the callers mention boot camp.
Yeah.
You know, when Dr. Rowley was in opposition, Dr. Rowley say if he get in the power, he's going to implement the boot camp.
Mm-hmm.
I say yes to that. You know, when I mentioned that on a certain program, well, Papa Efeye Bacchanal, what they go do when they come out of boot camp and heavy? I hang up my guns, you know. I done. Heavy? I will leave it here.
I'll leave it there. Thank you. Caller.
Oh, heavy.
Hey, what's up?
You see, good afternoon, bro.
Good afternoon, brother.
And to everybody. As you can see, I'm calling all boy. Oh gosh, they like to provoke me. Heavy, they know I don't like that call out thing, you know. Anyway, Heavy, yeah, I was calling to say my heart goes out to those people too, right? So even if I saw like a wagonist, I was trying to get for the longest while to start with that. Yeah. But Heavy, hear this, the problem, it's not suspended in mid-air now, boy. You understand? Because remember time I get chastised for telling you how the guns upgrade in terms of what man used to be using long time and thing. You know, a man use a revolver, hit you, pow, pow, and run. Now they're standing up, dropping to sleep while they're shooting you, all kind of thing, boy, Heavy, boy. If you understand what I'm saying, it real. And it has plenty bullets in the country. And it has plenty automatic rifles. Now, we thinking that it's just the borders with the Venezuelans and them, but it's not just that.
Exactly.
It's in the legal ports. Now it have big wigs and things that dealing with this matter.
Correct.
And it have rifles that did not get ballistic testing Heavy, and it already, I hear, is a good portion too. I'd look Stuart, you know, I think he had in something or something to the degree I ain't getting it, right? So I could take my licks for it, but and these things were authorized. Now remember when they was saying that Dr. Rowley stupid because he's saying he went to America to ban assault rifles, and assault rifles was already banned. Remember when everybody was saying that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it had a man and people bringing it in legally, and it had demand for it. And the assault rifles and the military grade rifles, the type of bullets that's going in it is 5 point something and 7.6. Up to now, our knowledge in the public, and when men getting shoot is TTG is trying to be TTRG or whatever, trying to be a regiment, TTPS, they seeing, right? Plenty of the murders was that, right? Mm-hmm. And it is public knowledge that the amount of bullets bursting at a certain amount of time added up to something like 100 million of these bullets for these rifles that was not ballistic tested. I think it's about 6,000. I'm not too sure, right? Or they could lick me if all they want, right? But that is a financial report that was done. Added to that, there is a report that was blocked, that was the Dr. Rowley wanted to lay in the parliament for the public to be accurate with what is taking place with this. Now, I'm not casting no aspersions in any direction. I'm just giving you some information, right?
All right, brother. That
the report have more 5.5 and 7.6 and other reports in terms of on the type of rifles that doing the killings and thing right now. Now, I am not going to play dumb and naive, and because this is before me, or because Dr. Rowley brought out the information, or because it's the PNM government, I'm not going to be dumb to say I wouldn't speak about that because it's the PNM or because I'm at risk of being insulted by people who do not support the government. Because if you remove time and place, names and descriptions, what we have out there is level bullets and level assault rifles dealing with the matters. It came in mostly through the legal ports. Mind you, guys were coming. Remember, it had a set, I guess, portion after portion thing. Then it had a union leader at a time when there was a untimely strike in the airport, and all of a sudden immigration officers and customs would stay away from the work. And after that, he made a statement while that strike was going on that it's coming, this is to the government, right? It's coming, it will hit them like a ton of bricks. The bang, bang, bang. But no media never went up to him and asked him, excuse me, sir, what do you mean? What did you mean by it is coming? it was hit them like a ton of bricks, the bang, bang, bang. And if you observe, go back and check your news stories or the statement and the news stories after everybody started up after that under assault rifles and stuff like that. They are not connecting it, but this is just the chronology of what was taking place. And here we are now, saying to ourselves, what can we do? And then when we go in the parliament to try to lock down these people, we have an opposition to the law. You know how they bring down Al Capone? They bring down Al Capone by changing a law. They couldn't hold him. They changed him a law, and they changed a law, and they got him for tax fraud. And everybody gained it for tax fraud under that law where they think for Al Capone, so nobody cannot escape. So the parliament have the power to deal with these matters. And we are here now because of what was prevented and blocked. It is part of the problem. It's not the whole problem. Heavy. When they wanted to keep brothers inside for assault rifles, Glocks and grenades, it was denied and other laws. So we are here now as a result of the weakening of the effort that we needed to put in before now. Because this problem is not a 10 minutes problem. You understand?
Man.
Right?
Yeah,
Thanks for allowing more all this
no
time,
problem,
Brother
no
Heavy. Right?
Caller.
Yeah, Heavy. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I don't call her twice, but
yeah.
I don't call her. The ammunition you talk about is 7.62 and 5.5. These go into assault rifles. But Heavy, I want to ask you something. Now, how these things get here? In abundance. It can't be people who look at me and do it.
No.
And why did they do it in the first place? And what are they doing when they get here? How and
Caller, I know you thinking, and hear what? I was going to do the solution right after Eliaman's contribution, but I see a caller and I said I'm answer, and you are actually saying things that I was going to say in my solution and what I was going to tell the people about what really I think going on right now, what causing the problem. But continue. I will let you continue.
Let me learn something, right? About me. Why I was thinking I'm talk different. Because I happen to be an ex-soldier.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the things I would not actually know. This is not a guess.
Right.
Now, this problem here we have in here. You see, if people who wasn't looking like me and you was dying, that would have took a long time.
Yep.
But if people look like me and you are dying, let one see you and one Chinese dead.
Okay.
Very real. Point to bad man. Let one see you dead, let one Chinese dead. Let one see you dead today, and let one Chinese dead tomorrow. See how that go fix. Avoid.
All right, brother. Thank you very much. People, just give me 5 minutes. Callers, give me 5 minutes. I know they're trying to get in. Everybody trying to get in. Just allow me 5 minutes or 6 minutes. Just to enlighten all your minds a little bit. I know what we've seen before us is just people dying every day. And young black fellas, mostly black, right, are out there committing these heinous crimes. Murders, robberies, car theft, home invasions, with guns. The question is, how did an AR-15, which is the gun of choice nowadays, an AR-15 assault rifle that is manufactured in the United States of America, hear me out here, by the Browning Company, who also manufactures the caliber of rounds that used in the AR-15 assault rifle. How did it make its way from the United States to Trinidad? And let me let you know, you will not get an AR-15 assault rifle to buy in Venezuela. Won't happen. Never will. So the notion that all the guns only coming from Venezuela Does some guns come from Venezuela? Yes. But you see that AR-15 assault rifle, what majority of these guys have, does not come from Venezuela through the illegal ports. Those guns are coming through legal ports. Main ports of entries. In containers. And none of us who live in the hotspot areas could bring in a container or doesn't have the resources to bring in a container here in Trinidad. Or even a freight through the airport with those guns in it. We don't have that capability. So somebody is bringing in those guns in our country. And somebody of high stature. And the question is why? No. What is even more amazing is that when the guns reach here, somebody get their hand greased down on the port to let that container pass without being checked. Right? So it's grease hand going on. So you pay money for guns in America, pay money to ship it to Trinidad, pay money to pass through all the grease hands, to pass through all the people who are supposed to check it, right? And get it. And now when you get it, you take these same guns and distribute it. Now hear me out here, I want to go with me here. The young fellas, 17, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, who works nowhere, draws no pay, who wearing a rubber slippers in their foot, a bust up three-quarter pants with a hand, with falling along under the bottom with a white vest, right? Or a old jersey. Getting an AR-15 assault rifle in the hand, which is worth more than the house and everything in it. And they're getting bullets to go with it too. How? How? They didn't buy it, you know. They got it. Because they had the money to buy it. Because it costs them more than the house. It costs them more than anything they have. It was the most valuable thing they have on them. But they get it. How? How are they acquiring AR-15s? Ask yourself the question, man. And when they get it, it's to do what? It's to kill their own black brothers and sisters. It's to go out there in distress. So somebody is spending the money to get these guns in these young people's hands. I, in my 40s, I working hard every day. And I can't even afford to buy a handgun. Much less for an AR-15 assault rifle with the magazine with all them shots in it. So which means they're getting the guns free, they're getting the bullets free, or whoever giving them it, either they're getting it and pay on consignment, or I don't know. But they have it. But I know they can't afford to buy that. Let me say they have a leader. Right? Let me say they have a big gang leader. And he have money, he getting contract and all kind of thing. Right? If he have 20 men and he had to buy 20 AR-15, it's going to cost him more than $200 and something $1,000. Then it have a lucrative arms business in Trinidad. So why are we not talking about who bringing it in? Let's get it straight. The new weapon of choice is the AR-15. And it's only sold and only manufactured in the United States of America. It is used by the U.S. military. So, who is giving our young people guns to kill out each other? And why? And why is our politicians or our people who are in charge not cracking down on that? Because if we get rid of the guns from all in the hands of these young people, then we could start to curb the murder rate in Trinidad and Tobago. The lines are open. Let's go to the lines. Right? You all know the numbers to call. For those of you who are new to the show, and I know a lot of you, somebody tell me this, right? They want to call in, but I don't say the numbers. So let me say the numbers for the new people. 3420081. That's 3420081. 466-5391 and 771-1791. That's who's on the line. Caller. Caller.
Pleasant good day to you, Heavy. Good day to Trinidad and Tobago.
Good day.
Heavy, let me say this, right? When you looked at each government who came into power, whether it be from Dr. Eric Williams days to the present situation in terms of Dr. Eric Williams, Chambers, the list go on, Kamala, Basdu, and maybe now Rowley, right? You would realize even though the statistics may be high when PNM is in governance, and it tends to be decreased a little bit when UNC is in governance, at the end of the day, the same mandate happens. Let me explain. You cannot fight the masses and you cannot directly point fingers at the government. You know why? We meet it here and we will die and leave it here. So you know who you have to deal with? You have to deal with the masses. That is what I realize. You can't deal with the government because the government can't even say, The government of the day can't say boo because you know why? They are controlled by the masses. Could I say this? Who knows? Maybe the masses is the same one financing these political parties. So how do you attack the masses?
When I say the masses, I don't understand what I mean by the masses. The masses being the people, or the people who controlling the government. The financiers, them is financiers. Them is the financiers.
The people who control in the government and the people who control in the world. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. I don't understand what you're saying. Okay. Caller.
Heavy duty.
Yes, brother.
I love your editorial. But for time, and we want to get much people inside, let me make the point quickly. When you have the underworld is fueling mainstream economy, the status quo will remain as is. And let me repeat this, because you went real deep.
Yep.
When you have the underworld is fueling mainstream economy, the status quo will remain.
Correct.
I want to tell you this, Heavy. Trinidad and Tobago is a narco state. You want me to repeat that line?
Say it
and
again.
Everything is inside that. Let me repeat it. Trinidad and Tobago is a narco state. And inside there, everything is inside there. So hear me now. You could preach from here till thy kingdom. My brother, let's face it. When you're dealing with mafia and cartel, I don't want to go too deep.
Don't go too deep.
And I want to be very careful. Hear me now. Hear what I'm telling you. You talk about the port and you talk about certain things, but the Heavy, this thing is beyond your pay grade, the caller's pay grade, and everybody. This thing is deep, 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 deep. And as I take my leave, I sung the warning. The underworld is fueling mainstream economy, and Trinidad and Tobago is a narco state. Tabakit out enough.
All right, Tabakit, thank you very much. Caller.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Heavy.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Mr. Heavy, you know, if you run a country, and you run a country on the basis of disinformation, misinformation, and propaganda, that could carry only thus far, you know. Can't carry you. It comes a time after 8 years. You have an old saying, you can fool some of the people some of the time. You
can't fool all the people all the time, yeah.
Right, and that holds true. And I listened to your program. I don't stray from what you were saying, but I heard about these bullets that were found, the ammunition that were found and marked TTPS and those that were marked the army and whatnot. And, you know, I've been hearing that for months now. I want to know whether the government has mounted some kind of investigation to find out, to really investigate the origin, where these things are coming from, and whether, in fact, they were issued by the army or the police and submit some report. Because I know if that was in England or in the United States of America, and you have ammunition with U.S. Navy or U.S. Marine, I know that some brigadier or some five-star general, they would have appointed that person to go and do the investigation.
Yeah.
Nothing is being done. Because why? It suits the agenda. They want to blame one person for bringing in 5,000 or 525 million, this and that and the other. But it's simple. But they haven't done any investigation. They don't want to do it. Because leave it out there for the people. It's propaganda. Come like the same email case.
Yeah.
Come like the same thing about money in war.
Distractions.
Money in card trunk.
Yeah, distractions.
And all this nonsense. About 7,000 people locked up in some, the prison can hold 3,000 people. Right?
Yeah.
Where you put in this 7,000? But they know who they're selling that to.
Correct.
The people are not people who can't think, can't reason. And not just can't think, they're very gullible. They're naive. Right? And they as if they belong to a cult. So whatever the leader says, and whatever those in leadership say, they follow it. They'll grab it up. They will go by Bonds Road. They will go by Pickup Corner and sit down. You just imagine when you have people like Patrick Manning, and they would clap. That was it. That was their savior at one time. So I'm saying the whole thing about it is that they're rooted in purpose, but the chicken is coming home to roost.
Exactly.
The last election tells a story, and they better wake up, because when the election is called, whether it's 2025 or before, they have a task on their hands. Propaganda can't work forever, especially where people have the cell phone and all these different things, and they can go to the net. They're getting wise. The younger people are wising up, and this kind of nonsense can't go on forever.
Thank you very much. Thank you, caller. Caller.
Hello, good evening, Heavy.
Yes, good evening, caller.
I want to say thanks for taking my call.
Yes, man.
Listening since the program started. And let me tell you something. You see that piece of talk you gave there just now? You're on the ball, my brethren. You're on top of things because you identify that same individual who shooting, who had a gun in their hand and running people blood, especially people of African descent.
Yep.
They don't have the resources.
No.
They don't have the financial resources to bring that gun here.
No.
It has somebody else who have the financial resources. You say clear. I don't even want to repeat it. I think all the people who listen to you this evening,
find out who's that person and stop them.
Hey, and you know what you're saying there? It's persons, not only one person doing it, my brethren, because you identify customs, you identify along the way all the people who involved.
Correct.
In bringing it to that little black youth, that little African boy, who tell himself that's the best way to live and die, because you live by the gun, you go die by the gun.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? So I don't even want to say more. I just know that you bring forward something that plenty people not willing to talk about. You see how that fella just now they call, the one who were called before me, he talking about all other things besides what you identify. We have a problem in the country. If when we go in the parliament, nobody can get the opposition to say, listen, support this boy. This song is very good.
Yeah.
This is to help Trinidad and Tobago fight the crime. Nobody going after them when they're not supporting our law. That is for the benefit of the citizens. But they come in here on the radio to talk what they want to talk. Listening, my brethren, continue to have a good evening. Thanks very much for your comments this evening. I appreciate it.
Yes, brother. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you reach home safe, my brother.
All right. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Caller.
Well, I know airtime is very expensive. I know time is very short, so I have to be very fast at this time.
Yeah, because all the lines blazing. All the lines blazing.
I know that. I ask the question, in the last 8 years, what good bill Dr. Rowdy bring to Parliament that we, the opposition, they should have to support? All the bills Dr. Rowdy bring is what Kavala, I was going to expire, and he wanted to fix up. And when we do the survey under Dr. Rowdy, it didn't have no impact, so we ain't supporting no bill. We have no impact. We supporting any bill for the beneficial of the country, not for no political party, not for no political agenda. I am very surprised that you have that lady went down a road on my good friend COP. Your program is not...
Yeah, I know that. And in the reason, listen to me, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. How do I go there?
I'm not going to, but I just tell your program that's to be
I allow her because I don't want to cut her off, right? Although I was tempted to cut her off, right? But I didn't cut her off because I have respect for my elders. But I realized she came in to talk about the situation we was talking about, and then she diverted.
That's the agenda.
Right?
That's
yeah,
agenda.
right. But
so this program is about, not about attacking callers and calling
no.
You could disagree with somebody contribution,
but you can't attack a caller.
You can't attack a caller like that. And an elderly woman does that. And that what you say heavy. If they cannot take the program, turn off the radio, or you know what I mean? Because this time it's for nation building, this time from 4 to 7 now. You know what I mean? It isn't that time for UNC and pay them, It's for nation building and people understand about country. Because I remove my political hat to speak on crime and to say that I am joining anybody who wants to stop the crime in this country for better trend for all of us to live peacefully. Because me pointing no fingers. I know a government in power must put things in place and plans for a country to govern. I can't put it I can't come and give no solution. Because when I ask Heavy to give the solution, I think Dr. Rowdy listening to Heavy solution, my solution. No, I am asking the government what is their solution. Because if I give my solution as Kingsley, they wouldn't take it. Heavy, I thank you very much.
Thank you, Kingsley. Thank you very much, Kingsley. Hold the lines. I just want to say something, right? Just so callers, I see you guys on the lines. Hold on. Just allow me to say this, please. If we, as a people, I brought up this situation here this afternoon, what is currently going on in our country. This is current affairs. This is what's happening in our nation right now, where 16 people got murdered in 48 hours. That is more than 8 persons a day, or 8 persons per day. And we realize now, last year we had over 600 murders. But you know what's sad? We're not getting no statistics from the police service stating that out of the 600 murders last year, at least 300 people were arrested, charged for murder, and it's before the courts. And we're not getting that statistics. We're not getting statistics like out of how much armed robberies, right? If it's 500 armed robberies, we have at least 200 people before the charged court and charged before the court, and the investigations are ongoing for the rest. I am telling you right now, it's like if the country running on autopilot. 16 people dead. Some of their murders are on camera. I am not seeing nobody getting arrested. I'm not seeing the people who doing these crimes getting arrested. I'm not seeing them before the court. I'm not seeing them video camera. Few moments later, they in handcuff. This is the man that killed the person. This is the man that robbed the grocery. This is the man that take the people car. We catch him. I am not seeing that. And that bothering me. The reason that is bothering me is because the same way how I not seeing it, the criminals not seeing it either. And if they're not seeing it, then you know what? Like crime pain. You can get you. Because you're not seeing the police arresting. No, I'm not saying the police not arresting nobody, you know. But that's just how we seeing the crime on camera. Videotape all the holding them and post it on social media too. Let we see. Videotape them in the jail cell in the police station. Like the man here who robbed the people and them and take the car and beat up the old people and them in the house. This is the man and them here. We had them here in the jail. So the other criminals can see, or they're walking. Let the public see how they're walking now, boy. Because all we see now they're doing is keeping roadblock and give people ticket. I mean, honest, roadblock here. That's all we see in roadblock and ticket sharing. Ticket. Let we see all the them criminals in the jail, in the handcuff, in the prison cell, wherever. Leak it. I know they're supposed to tape them thing, eh? I'm not saying I know they're supposed to do that. Tape people in hangover. But leak it. That look like somebody catch, or they're not going in the van or something and somebody tape all the, leak it. The public need to see all they doing that. The criminals need to see all the people getting hold. Oh, cool. Let us see the virgin and the family. Let us see the partner who, I'm a virgin, but he get locked up. Not me going to do that. Let us deter them. Oh, gosh. This is just my advice, right? In the interim. Because I'm not seeing that. I'm only seeing the acts of the criminals on the media, on the social media, on the Facebook, on the WhatsApp groups, and on TikTok. We only seeing the acts and the news. We're not seeing where the police catching these men and them. Let me go back to the phone lines. Caller.
Good afternoon, Abby.
Yeah, load on your radio. I hear myself in the background.
Yeah, good afternoon, Abby.
Yeah, man, I hear you now.
You're feeling around good, boy. 16 motors now. To that 16 motors, there's 2 of a motor and a 16 year old.
Yes, brother.
Yeah, Abby.
Yeah, man.
16 motor. 2 double murder, a 16-year-old.
Yeah, boy.
We're going to Mr. Bex. We're going to say Mr. Bex, every this murder thing, really serious now. Telling you about people getting frightened, they can't even walk the street no more again, so you know.
Telling you, boy.
They pick it up in a symbol gunmen that's coming out and they're seeing the target and that's busting shot. They don't care who pick up, who dead, who live.
Boy. Imagine the killing mothers on that bed, boy. They're killing mothers on that bed.
Yeah, but like again, more worse. What you more to right now, heavy, and then last year and this year now.
Yeah.
If you can cover yourself and retrieve yourself, my brother.
All right, brother.
That's what I respect.
Yeah, man. Blessed Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, caller. Yes, good evening.
I called to once again tell you, you're on a good program today because it real hurting. And it hurtful, and I want, like, pardon, anybody who bring a solution or bring a reason, they be real brutal and shoot it. But here, what is game to now, boy? It's brothers who are 6 case and 9 case and all kind of thing, boy. You do this is part of the problem too, boy. Them heavy.
Yeah.
So we can't criticize the police, because when I used to work taxi service, when I out late, boy, you should see the kind of cock-up men that's there. It's pull on man wrong corner and all kind of thing. They'll be walking when we sleep in the real talk. I ain't asking you, I'm telling you.
I ain't saying they're not doing the
But
work.
it's a dread battle. It's like one saying too.
Let
They
it tape them
bail.
getting hold, but let it tape them getting hold too.
Yeah, but then they're gonna get embarrassed because boy go and pop with lineman with a roll on his mouth and a hen in his hand. If you understand, because you go and get bail heavy. Understand it now? Men go and get bail and drum back out, dog. There's a revolving door. And internationally, I know you don't like the international talk, they say that the problem with the judiciary, not we alone, right? But we had to concentrate on we judiciary.
Yeah.
And you understand? We have to heavy and also to pass out the politics now, boy. We have to support them archaic laws. We have to give up you and them, Gaddafi and them, brothers and them.
Yeah.
They make the population sacrifice some of their rights to cock up them brothers and them.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, we have to learn to be mature. And some of them think that, come and remember, we have people saying them bills too archaic because it's little black boys. You know, we have to stop that heavy. Let me forget the politics and let me force who trying to prevent some of these laws and things to pass in place to keep them brothers and them inside and things, and to give them some stiffer penalties and let me sacrifice some of your rights and let some of them 3/5 majority bill pass everybody go work because the police were walking on the tire. Thanks every fellow.
Yeah, man, brother. Thank you very much. Thanks. I want to thank everyone for calling today. All the callers, I must say, majority of us on point, right? Let me see if I can take this call. Okay, quick. Caller.
Every day the best contribution I hear for the evening. That last caller. The police and them is tired. This crime situation is at all hands on deck. All of us parents need to be more responsible. If we let go of a pit bull dog and it go in the neighbor yard or and bite somebody, we'll get charged for it. If the neighbor fall, echo up, and it go in and scratch up your corn, you have to cover up your fowl, otherwise the neighbor take action. Why we don't take care of the children? Why we don't make our children more responsible? The police alone cannot do it, my brother. I don't feel sorry for the police. I don't feel sorry for the police. Why we doing what we want? And the penalty is not stiff enough in order to deal with crime. Locked on.
Hey, brother, thank you very much. I must say, all right, I'm going to take this last caller. Caller, quickly. Caller, quick.
Yeah,
brother.
I called earlier said 100 million rounds of ammunition came into the country. That is what the Prime Minister wave a paper and say, right? So you can't tell me you can't track down that. You don't know who bought in that, when it came in, where it went. If you have information how much came in, you're supposed to have information where it went, where it is. You're supposed to launch an investigation. No, you have to remember the army taking rounds of ammunition, Coast Guard, police, prison service, customs. Right? Anyway, he also made another statement that the law that they were bringing to lock down them fellas and them and the whole them with that gun, it was also infringing on law-abiding citizens' right. Why? If you walk in taxi pulling bull and you pick up two men and you end up in a roadblock and they hold the men with firearm, you know you have to go in prison for 3 months, no bail. Did you know that was part of the law they was bringing?
That would be unfair.
And the opposition said it was draconian. If they remove those phrases from it, then they will support the law. They didn't want to remove it. You understand?
Yeah.
So that is why the opposition did not support the law. And you can let him know, Freedom of Information Act, he can request the law they was bringing, and he will get the information.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, and thanks to all the callers. And I just want to put it across. I'm not blaming the police officers, right? What I was recommending is that when they do arrest some of these criminals, social media is the thing now. Send it out there. So, people, I want to thank you for this evening. Tomorrow, I may be back here. I think TC might come out tomorrow with me, right? Hopefully. So, tomorrow, I'm back here, same time, same place. Enjoy the day, and please be safe and keep the train safe. Until tomorrow, bye. Have a good night.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM for the program The Final Hour with Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr. and his wife, Nikki Garcia, for the Bible study every Thursday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mark chapter 16, verse 15 says, "Go into all the world and preach this gospel for every creature, for I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation."
Job Optimum Health and Wellness. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Get your Bioplasma Diagnostic Full Body Scan. Examines all of your organs in a single session. 95% accuracy. It's painless, non-invasive, and affordable. Call Pastor Job at 350-2628, 767-1031, or 275-6300. Sick and tired of being sick and tired? Get your Bioplasma Diagnostic Full Body Scan at Job Optimum Health and Wellness.
For a new on-the-go experience in radio, simply go to your Android device and download Instant Radio. Select Trinidad and Tobago and click the Street 919 FM so you can listen to us wherever you are. Catch all your favorite shows live on Instagram.
We're live on Instagram.
The Street 919 FM. What are you waiting for? Go check us out on Instagram today.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package